All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a great and a brand new day. As you know, my name is David Suleiman. I'm the general manager for Highbridge Homes. How you guys doing? I hope everybody's catching fun. Yeah, we've been waiting for this day, and it's going to be very exciting. Why I said exciting is because there's so much to discuss and so much money to make this year. This year 2025, based on the last session we had, I'm sure that most of you had fun. So if you're there, just indicate by the putting of your best emoji if you had fun, if you were at our last live show from the facility. How was it? Do you enjoy it? Yeah, I'm sure most of you did. I'm sure most of you did. Yeah. So I'm sure you enjoyed it, right? Okay, that's good. That's good. So today we want to also blow your mind with what we have on ground, and then we're going to be spending lots of time, very short time, but very resourceful time with you today. So I hope you're prepared. You have your writing pad, right? Oh yes, I can see that you have a writing pad. That means you're ready for what? Okay. So if you're online, just put down your name. Tell us where you are joining from, the location. If you're in Lagos, if you are in Abuja, if you are in the US of the A, from England, wherever you are, just tell us where you are. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. You there? Oh, yes. Where are you joining us from? Okay. Now, that being said, this is what I'm going to encourage you. Share those links with people around you. You don't want to be the only beneficiary to this wonderful discussion we're going to be having today. You just don't want to be enjoying and catching the cruise alone. 2025 is a year where we'll go along with other people. You understand? And that is the Highbridge way. We don't abandon our own, we bring them up to speed on what we do. So if you're there, do me a favor, share, like, follow. But right now, what I want you to do is to share to anybody around you, the people you love, the people you would like to, love to be part of this live stream. Share with them. Ask them to join us live here. Because this opportunity we're going to be discussing is mind-blowing. And you don't want people to miss it. So share it to your loved ones, your friends. I hope you're doing that. So I'm going to give us some few seconds to do that before we speed up. Okay. Somebody from Nigeria, God bless you. God bless you. We see you. We see you're welcome. You're welcome to be on the show. So kindly share to people around you, realtors, investors, people you know could benefit from this discussion. So if you're also online, if you're just joining us, this is our special online program, Realtor's Guide to Agrovest. I'm sure most of us are wondering what Agrovest is. Don't worry, we're going to be unveiling to you what Agrovest is and what the scheme is all about. I'm sure for some of us who have been on our platforms, I'm sure most of us have seen introduction to Agrovest, We've spoken some things about it. We've given you some highlights. Hence the reason for this show, so that we can give you a further breakdown or details, and then you can put a face to the company and to the brains behind the investment scheme. Now, if you are on our WhatsApp platforms, you will know that we've been sending updates, the breakdown, and everything on Agrovest. But today we want to give you opportunity to ask questions, interact with us one-on-one, and then we'll also subsequently we'll find time to have a live session where you'll be in our space, that is at the office. So if you share to somebody, just say I have shared, or you put it sharing, so that I will know that you've done that. So have you done that already? Okay, still waiting. We should have more people online right now if we've done that. I'm sure some people know already, but because of their timing, they may not remember. So try to remind them about the show. All right. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for following. Thank you for liking our page. Thank you for being part of this wonderful brand, Highbridge. I'm sure this year we're going to be jollificating together. It's going to be a lot of enjoyment, a lot of meetings, and I'm sure, because I'm positive about it, we are going to be doing a lot of international travels this year. Yes, I meant that. We're going to be doing a lot of international travels this year. We are going to be winning cars and houses. Yeah, but that would depend on how determined you are to change your future, to upgrade how you do things. Hence the reason for this online session today, so that we can educate us and intimate us on what we can do to earn better. So like I said earlier, my name is David Suleiman. I'm the general manager, Highbridge Homes. Okay, so not to waste more of our time, because we've given us enough time to join, but while you're still online, you can still share the live stream with people around you, so that they can join and be part of this. Now, the topic, Realtor's Guide to Agrovest. The question will be, what is Agrovest? But before we begin to talk about Agrovest, but if you look at the term agro, you will definitely know that this is agricultural related. Now, for the vest part is investment. So already you have an idea of what Agrovest is. But before we dive into that properly, I'm going to be giving you a background information, so to say, on what we can benefit, or why we should be even in the agricultural field. So quickly, I'm going to be sharing my slide with you, so that you can see what is on the slide, and then we follow. Okay, now he said secure your future. That is our topic today. Profitable agricultural investment in Nigeria. Earn while you sleep. I'm sure you like that. It sounds nice, right? Earn while you sleep. Because there are different forms of income. There's the active income, there's the passive income. So which one of them, and multiple streams of income, which one of them do you belong? I know these days in Nigeria, you cannot just do one thing and said, I'm okay. Even if you work in the oil and gas sector, you cannot just be okay while you work, because you can't earn enough to even handle your expenses. This era of T-Pain, I mean, Tinubu. Before some of you report me. You understand? So the economic downturn has actually affected a lot of businesses. So much so that most of our realtors are not even making sales as before. And the market is saturated. And Highbridge as a futuristic and innovative company, we've looked at all the dynamics, we've looked at all your complaints, we've actually sat down and looked on the inside and to provide a solution to the Nigerian wahala that is happening right now. Hence, we came up with this scheme in agriculture. Please, can you clap for Highbridge? If you're there online, please clap for Highbridge. Just give me a sign. Send me a love emoji. Send me a smile emoji. Let me know you are here, you're following. Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you. It means you're here. So that is who we are. Highbridge is, we are just who we are. We are doing everything to beat the Nigerian government to earning and profitability. Hence, what we do. Now, secure your future. Profitable agricultural investment in Nigeria. Earn while you sleep. Now, on the next page, you see Agrovest with Highbridge Flipvest Limited. Now, we're going to dive into that properly, but I'm sure if you can see the highlight, you see 75% profits. Some people will be like, this is crazy, it's not realistic. Don't worry, we will get to that. Is mouth watering, right? Yes, it is. So we will get to that, don't worry. Alright, let's move to the next slide. Let's just briefly talk about agriculture and give you a background. Of course, I know most of us know so much about agriculture, but let me just quickly give you a background or a backdrop to what agriculture looks like in Nigeria and across the globe. Now, agriculture is the backbone of the Nigerian economy, and I believe most of us agree with that, yes. Playing a crucial role in food production, yes. Employment and economic growth, yes. Despite the country's rich natural resources, agriculture remains one of the largest contributors to GDP and employment. Of course, we know that. Now, we know Nigeria is solely dependent on oil. Of course, we know that, crude oil. And because of that, oftentimes we tend to ignore the contribution of agriculture to our gross domestic product of the nation, which serves, is a huge volume. All right. Now, the importance of agriculture in the Nigeria system. Now, to economic contribution, if you notice, agriculture has contributed 25% return, that's on GDP, to driving our Nigerian economic growth. 25%. It means that there are other sectors who are contributed, but agriculture is also a major. Now, when you talk about employment opportunity, now 60% of our workforce actually is from agriculture, most especially in the rural area. I know most of us are urbanized, so we don't really understand. But you will believe me that with all the challenges going on in the rural area right now, you discover that food scarcity and everything is becoming blooming and it's getting out of our head. But I'm sure we will survive it. Do I hear you say I will survive it? Just write it on the live stream there. Put it there, I will survive it. I'm waiting. I will survive it. Just put it there. That's a confession to yourself. I will survive it. Some could even say I will upscale. Some could say I will feed the entire nation. Some could say I will loan to the nations. Yeah, correct. I see you. Okay, fantastic. God bless you. We'll survive it, yes. Now, let's move on. Part of the contribution of agriculture to Nigeria is food security and self-sufficiency. You've always known that. Export and trade opportunities in cocoa, cashew nuts, sesame seeds, and palm oil. We do all those exports, yes. Now, investment and growth potential. Those are the things agriculture offer to the Nigerian, economy. Now, if you look at it from all the expansion or the expanse of lands that Nigeria has, we've only been able to harvest, so to say, some portion of it, which is less than 20%, and we have vast land which is, potential for agricultural development. Now, when you look at the next slide, you see a potential that I put there in statistical form. Now, look at the blue line. That is the world population from year 2000 to 2050. Year 2000 to 2050. You discover that the world population is growing, but it's not. Look at the green line, it's pointing up. It's not growing in proportion to the need for consumption, that is food consumption, agricultural need. You understand? So look at it in billion, the global population in billion, while the index on agricultural demand is on the rise. Yes, so I will show you further on the next slide a statistics that a table that refers to demand and supply. Now look at the crop. You see rice, wheat, maize, corn, soya beans. Now look at the demand in tons of millions for rice, 6.3 million. That is in tons of millions. 6.3 as against the supply, 2.3. Now look at the deficit. That is for the Nigerian consumption. For the Nigerian consumption, there's a deficit of -4. That is -4. Look at wheat supply. There's a demand for it, 4.7, but the supply is 0.06. You see, there's a gross and a very huge opportunity in that agricultural sector that most of us are not harnessing, or we are not seeing the potentials, because most of us are the green collar people. But I'm telling you, diversification into agriculture, I think, is the next best solution to the Nigerian economic system, economic problem, so to say. Now look at the chicken part. There's a demand for 200, but the supply capacity is at 140. So the deficit is 60, and as the population grows, it gets worse. The expansion gets worse, except something is done about it. And that's the solution we thrive to provide, even as we go into Agrovest, invest in Agrovest. That is the solution we are trying to prefer. Now look at the total demand for all these foods stated is 284.45 in millions of tons, and the total supply is 200 millions of tons. Now look at the deficit is 84 minus 84, and this is the gap that you and I will feel. That is the gap you and I will feel. So let's look at the other challenges we can see. Look at the next slide. You see there's a ban on importation. That is a challenge now. There's a ban on importation, and we all know from the time of Buhari, it's been up and down. Now to this time, especially on foodstuff, there have been a serious restrictions, border closure and all of that, in respect to foodstuff and some other items. Now look at it. For poultry, pork, beef, eggs, there's a restriction of dollar access to it on poultry and eggs. That's to say that when you see that restriction on dollar access, it means that there's a volume of dollar exchange that is allowed on that particular agro product, which is poultry and the eggs. Now, the major challenge, if you look at the key trade rules, the major challenge is the rules of origin. That is, the restriction is based or classified based on where the origin of the products, that's to say that the livestock, that pork, beef and all of that. But if these things are refined or done locally, we'll be able to meet up the local needs. Now look at the refined vegetable oil. There's a restriction on it. You have to, if you're importing at all, there's a dollar restriction on it, and also you have to go through NAFDAC registration and SON. Look at spaghetti, sugar, and fruit juice. Same thing, meat, processed. There's a restriction, dollar restriction on meat and processed meat. You understand? But if it's sourced locally, we will not have to go through these hurdles to put them in the market. And if you believe me, or if you agree with me, how many people who does farming locally? I can even ask you, let me ask you, do you have local poultry in your home? That's my question. If it's a yes, please put it there. Do you do local farming? Do you farm locally? Do you have little garden? What do you plant there? Pepper, little vegetables for the house. Some you even get to sell them. So if you have poultry, or you know somebody who has poultry in their backyards or around them, just indicate. Say I know, or I have. I'm waiting for your response. Say I know, or you say I have. If you have, say I have. If you know someone, say I know. So are you following? Okay, while we are still waiting for you to do that, okay, God bless you. So you have, right? That's good. So do you need any form of NAFDAC registration to sell your product? If it's a yes, say yes or no. Do you need any form of NAFDAC registration to sell your product? Probably to your local market, or probably to your friends and neighbors. I'm sure you don't have any kind of registration requirement. Yes, that is exactly what I meant. But if you are to import any of those things, you need to get all registration requirements to get them done. Now look at sugarcane, something we can source locally. Everything is just to encourage, local production, which will give us food sufficiency, or self-sufficiency, so to say. Now let's just get to the next slide. Now look at the challenges of the Nigerian agricultural sector. Look at that chart that I put in there, that circle. Now you see resource shortages, of course, as we've properly highlighted. There are shortages even in some land farms, depending on the location. We have shortages in fertilizers. We have inadequate irrigation system and harvesting system. And all these things hinders productivity and yield rates. Now look at number 2, violent conflicts. Now there's been an issue between the herdsmen and the farmer. That has been an issue. As a matter of fact, one of the major challenges we are facing right now, especially if your location is in the south or west of Nigeria, you know that there's so much food shortages. And the reason being so, farmers couldn't even enter their farms anymore to do farming. These things are, killing the nation. Look at number 3, outdated system of agriculture. Of course, we are still in persistent system of agriculture when the global economy has moved on to, using sophisticated equipment for farming or for agriculture. Now, look at number 4, absence of value addition and supply chain linkages. Now, having produced, imagine a farmer going to the farm, having worked hard to produce their local farm products. The thing that is not factored into it is the agricultural value chain. Now, by value chain, moving from the farm to a storage unit, or moving from the farm to the market, or moving from the farm to a processing unit where it will be transformed into a different product from the original. Let's say, for example, processing cassava into gari, or processing gari into some other things. I mean, these are the value chains that are missing, and is a major challenge in agriculture. Now, number 5, insufficient supply to meet population growth and food demand. And locally, Nigerian economy, let's say Nigerian population has grown beyond 200 million, as we all know it. Now, there's a speculation that we should be heading towards 260 million. Imagine 260 million of people with all this prevailing challenge of violence, shortages in resources. Okay. Sorry for the break in transmission. Now, we've handled that. So, with all these prevailing underlying challenges, there's no way except there is or there are other solutions or other ways to fixing these problems. It continues and it will continue to ravage the system. So let's move to the next line and look for solutions and opportunities. Because agriculture is vast, is interesting, there are abundance of opportunity like we've earlier stated or highlighted. Now let's look at the solution. The solution that Highbridge as a company is putting out there, to succoring these challenges and to making sure an opportunity is given to everybody, irrespective of your financial status or your financial stand, to access and to enjoy. So therefore we have decided to introduce another brand. Highbridge is a group of company. Yes, it's a group, and under Highbridge we have a couple of subsidiaries. Now Highbridge is introducing Highbridge Flip Vest Limited. Flip Vest that house Agrovest and Highbridge Buy to Flip. Don't worry, we'll further dive into this so that you have a more detailed information about it. Now, about Highbridge Group. Yes, for some of us who don't know us, we'll just quickly run through the introduction of who Highbridge Group is. It's a dynamic and diversified enterprise committed to delivering exceptional value across multiple industries. Scattered everywhere, doing business, strong businesses, bringing solution and innovation to people. With a strong foundation in innovation, sustainability, and excellence, the group has successfully expanded its footprint into various sectors. Under the umbrella of Highbridge Group, we have other subsidiaries that will be mentioned later as the training continues. All right, now who we are. Now, Highbridge Group is leading investment firm specializing in diverse and sustainable investment opportunities, like we've said. Now, our mission is to offer impactful financial solutions that cater a wide array of industries, providing growth and long-term returns for investors. That is our mission as a group. Now, our passion, we are passionate about integrating innovative and responsible investment strategies with a focus on dynamic investment and profitable ventures for our clientele. So we are focused, we are clientele focused, and then we are innovative focused. By the day we roll out new innovations, focusing on our clients and focusing on our realtors, because without you guys, there's no Highbridge Home. So thank you for doing business with us. Thank you. We really love you and we appreciate you. Now, our subsidiaries. Under Highbridge Group, we have Highbridge Homes. Of course, you know what Homes does. That's our real estate arm of the company, where we buy, sell, we build properties, and we also do maintenance. We do agriculture. We do architectural designs for companies. Then we consult even with bigger companies in the real estate field. Now we have Hybrid Energy and Technology. Now for the energy and technology, we are into solar solar or green culture. Let me just summarize it. It's a green culture, where you can get anything solar. As a matter of fact, you need to visit our Highbridge, energy and technology. Just, if you are still connected to us, just say hello. So that we can move on from here. Okay, good. Good. It means we are live. All right. Now, introducing Highbridge Flip Vest. Yes. Hybrid Flip Vest. Let's just take an overview of it. Now, Flip Vest is the latest investment brand under the Highbridge Group umbrella. Yeah. It is designed to offer specialized investment opportunities in agricultural sector and buy to flip schemes. Specialized investment opportunity both in agricultural sector and buy to flip scheme. Now, if you look at it carefully, Flipvest Limited is majorly our arm of the business that focuses on investment. That's why you see vest from the word investment. Now, our major focus is on agriculture and buy to flip scheme, which of course I'm going to further break down as we continue this training. Now, it's committed to ensuring attractive returns for its investors by focusing on profitable agricultural ventures and efficient buy to flip strategies. I know most of you are still asking question, what is buy to flip? But if you've been a Realtor with Highbridge for a while now, you would have understood what I buy to flip is. But that being said, I'll still further break it down so that most of us who don't know or who are new, or some of our investors out there, can still follow and understand what it is, because we have a lot of opportunities scattered all over the place for everybody across every spectrums of life. Yes. Now, our investment schemes under Highbridge Flip Vest. Now we have buy to flip, like I said earlier, and let me just read it out. An investment scheme for focusing on purchasing assets. The asset here is landed property, then later sell for profit or keep the possession of the property as the case may be, ensuring fast and efficient returns on investment. Now, let me just give you a little breakdown. You come to us, or you should indicate an interest that you want an investment. So we give you an opportunity because of the dynamics of the business. We know, of course, some people don't want to just own a land, but rather they want to benefit or profit from the land. So we give you the opportunity or benefit of profiting from owning a land without actually owning the land. What did I mean by that? You give us some volume of money, we invest it in the land. Then at the end of the maturity of your investment, we give you your capital, we give you the interest. And usually the interest is, usually sweet. So while either you roll over the investment or you decide to, to maintain the property. That is just a little about what buy to flip is. Now, let's just now dive into Agrovest. Now, Agrovest is dedicated investment scheme for agro-allied industries. Like I said earlier, Flipvest and buy to flip. Buy to flip and Agrovest are two schemes under Flipvest. Now, Flipvest, what we do with Agrovest now is a scheme, agro-allied scheme that focuses on agricultural industries, basically, including both crop and livestock investments. Now, what is buy to flip? I've told you already, so we're not going to be focusing on that slide. So let's move to the next slide so that we can focus on Agrovest. Now, let's go to what is Agrovest. I'm sure most of us are already having a mouth-watering desire to, dive into this so that we'll really know what this is all about. Now, like I said, a strategic investment opportunity that focuses on agro-ally sector, aiming to capitalize on both livestock and crop-related investments. Now, like we made mention of our challenges earlier, you discover that there are restrictions, importation restrictions, dollar restrictions, and all of that registration requirement for importing or bringing in crops or livestock related into Nigeria. Like we mentioned, poultry, like we mentioned, cows and all of that. That is a yes. Let me leave it that way. All livestock, all included. So that is what we are focused on to solve that major problem, to solve the challenge. We have decided to source locally and to invest locally into these sectors so that we can, take away the burden or to reduce the burden of, spending excess on getting any of these products, that is agricultural products. So therefore, we introduce Agrovest to handle that. Now, Agrovest is focused on livestock investment, which goes from snail farming to piggery to fishery and other sustainable livestock opportunities. While crop investment, we are focused also on everything crop that is not cash crop. Yes, by cash crops, we mention things like cocoa, and other cash crop that is exported. So we are focusing on feeding Nigeria locally. That is why we tagged Agrovest Boku Food. That is food for all. I'm sure you gbadun that, right? Boku Food. Now, Boku Food yam, Boku Food groundnuts, Boku Food palm oil, Boku Food cassava. You can add your own Boku Food there on the live stream. Whichever one. Boku Food, every food that you know. Both the ones you consume locally. Boku Food. Yes, so you can just put out yours there. Yes. Boku Food what? You can put it on the live stream. Okay. Thank you. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, you can see the pig, the fish, the snail, yam, and all of that, and the market woman enjoying themselves in the market, if I will call it enjoyment. Yeah, it's enjoyment. Yeah. Okay, let's move to the next slide. So why should you invest with Agrovest? That's a very big question that requires, a very, very sincere answer. Now, we have an unbeatable returns on investment that's none, check it, all over West Africa that offers such, return on investment for your investment package. Now, look at the packages that we have. We have 30%, 50%, 75% return on investment. That's whooping 75% return on investment. I know some of you, when you hear 75%, you think this is not Ponzi scheme or these guys scammers. Don't worry, we'll tell you about the business model further. Now, why should you invest in Agrovest? Diversification of your portfolio. Now, of course, we are into livestock and crops, like I've said earlier. So now, for fast turnaround on your investment scheme, we tend to spread your investment on these different products, on livestock, which we've mentioned, piggery, fishery, and all of that, and then on crops. So the diversification gives you an opportunity to even earn more. That's why we said we can actually earn up to 75%, but I'll tell you how later. Now, sustainable and growing market. Of course, we know agriculture remains a vital and growing sector in Nigeria. Now, the demand for livestock and crops continues to rise as the population continues to rise. So the demand and supply gap is wide. There are more demands. There are more demands, but the supply is short. And you know the economic terms. I say the higher the demand, the higher the demand, the more or the less the supply. Let me just leave it that way. But if you have other proper terms you want to teach me, please put it there. Demand and supply. Put it on live stream. I want to see it. I tweeted it deliberately, but I want to know if you have economists in the house. I'm waiting. Are you following us? If you are there, the higher the price, sorry, I don't want to tell you that. The higher the demand. So you correct me. Some people are still thinking. Okay, you can browse it, but don't leave the live stream. All right, let's move to the next slide. Okay, transparency and trust. Highbridge Group has been in business for over a decade, and how we deliver our product has been very transparent. We've had our clients, we've had our realtors. Everybody gives very, very fantastic review about Highbridge. You understand? So therefore, we guarantee the transparency of your investment, and we'll open up on our strategies so that you can see and know that indeed your funds are secured. Now, experience management team. Whether you are looking for a quick returns or long-term growth, the investment scheme has made it flexible for you to invest in whatever term or at your own terms, so to say. Now, of course, such investment anywhere, 25% in 6 months. Even banks don't do that. Now, this is our shortest arm of the investment, where we give people opportunity, because some people have issues with trust, while some people have short demand cycle, while some people have a short span where they can actually focus to releasing their funds. And then we look at it on a scale that, okay, everybody should have equal opportunity. That's why we introduced the 6 month, where you can put some volume of your money, which I will mention later, on the project, and then in 6 months time you get your capital and then your return on investment. Now that is the breakdown there. 25% ROI in 6 months. If you look at this slide, we have the breakdown, the investment amount. Now don't forget, our investment amount starts from 500k. I'm sure that is affordable now. You guys are big boys. Only 500,000, but we're actually not propagating 500,000. It's just so that everybody can be part of it, was why we actually dropped it to 500,000. But I'm telling you, if you want to make more, I dare you to invest 10 million. Some people will shout, hey, now you have the money now. You're a big boy, a big girl like you. I was told you are rolling with Dangote and $100. So why are you complaining? Only 10 million. You understand? So look at the return on investment on 500k. At aspiration, or at maturity, you have 625,000. That's to say that after 6 months, there's an extra income for you. So dumping the money in the bank, and you see SMS charges, you see email charges. Everything is just taking the money. Gone are the days where banks give you, interest on your savings. But these days they don't. So if you know, for example, that your rent is going to be in the next 6 months, and you already have the money for your rent, let's assume your rent is somewhere in the neighborhood of 600 or 625,000, and already you have your 500k. Just bring it, put it in Agrovest investment. By the end of 6 months, you're getting your capital, and your interest on it, it means that you'll be able to settle your landlord without him pushing you out of the house. The cost of renting these days is crazy. So you don't want to try, you don't want your landlord to push you out of the house. So you want to stay in that place. So if you must stay there, except you've upgraded, maybe to Lekki, or maybe somewhere in Abuja, Maitama or Asokoro, you understand? Or you've upgraded to Banana Island, then we can be talking about the neighborhood 1.7, 1.1 billion, 2 billion, you know. It's a small money now, you're all big guys. So yeah, that is that. So look at the 10 million. The ROI on 10 million is 12.5 for 6 months. It means that you are making extra 2.5 million. Yes, so it's crazy. Extra 2.5 million for 25% in 6 months. That is a crazy amount. All right, let's move to the next slide. Now, beyond the 6 months, we have our 9 months, we have our 12 months, and we have our 75 months investment plan. Now, for our 9-month investment plan, we have 30% ROI. For the 12 months, we have 50% ROI. For 18 months, we have 75% ROI. Yeah, if you're wondering, these guys are crazy. Check it out there. Nobody, no investment scheme offers you such a whooping sum. But if you want to break down, just put it on the notes. You can ask us the question while we're done with the presentation. Now, look at the breakdown. Let me just give you a short breakdown. Go to the next slide. You see a breakdown like a schedule, so that you can just have in a single view what you can invest quickly and how much you can get back. Now look at the 9 months. Let me use a million as a benchmark. No, we are bigger than a million. Let's even go to 30 million as a benchmark. Look at the 30 million. Now you are investing 30 million. If it's for 6 months, if it's for 9 months, you are getting 39 million. Whoa, 39 million in 9 months. That is 90 million extra on it. Now, in 12 months, you are getting 45 million from a 30 million. That is, we are looking at 15 million. Whooping percent. Good money for good business. Now, imagine when you're not doing for 18 months, that is 1 year, 6 months. How much are you getting? Can you see it? 52.5 million. Just run through the breakdown. It's crazy and it's achievable. Now, let's just rush to the next slide. Now, our investment returns and timelines. Now, Highbridge Agrovest investment returns. In 9 months, at least deposit 500,000. That's the minimum, but I'm not encouraging you to do that. But if that is your capacity, even as a realtor, because we are not saying this so that you just run to your investors because you want to benefit something. You're getting it. We're saying this so that you also have equal opportunity to earn, even as a realtor. As a matter of fact, I would advise that you can go through this in a cooperative or band up with people. You know, this person has 100k, this person has 50k. You're able to gather up to 1 million and invest for like 9 to 12 months. By the time you have 1 million, and in 12 months, you are getting 50%. That is 500k extra on it. By the time you do that, you share the profit and then you share everybody's capital to them. You see, it means that everybody can actually be part of this. Yeah. So with at least 500k, get your 30% ROI. While in 12 months, get a 50% ROI. While in 18 months, you're getting a 75% ROI. And then in 6 months, it's also there, the next slide, invest from 500,000 and also get a 30%. Sorry, don't go and quote me there. It's 25%. Now, some people will say on your slide, we saw 30%. It's 25% ROI. in 6 months, 25% ROI, like we've earlier mentioned. Now look at the right side of your slide, investment timeline. Now this investment is timed from 1st of February to 30th of June. That is all you have to take an opportunity to be part of this investment. So if you're not maximizing the opportunity right now, you may miss this. I don't know. There's a saying that says, opportunity comes but once. You don't want to miss this opportunity. From now to 30th of June, anything afterwards, the investment plan or this scheme closes and the investment runs, while people who are wise investors had already begun to earn or to profit from their wise investment with Agrovest. So, but for 6 months, if that is your category, for 6 months, by the end of 28th of February 2025 will be closing down on that investment opportunity for the people in the category of 6 months, so that we can begin to put the funds into a profitable venture that would yield both your return on investment and also bring back your capital. So by the end of February, if you've not taken up this opportunity, I don't know what you're waiting for. So the time is ticking. The time is ticking. So it's a limited time offer. You want to quickly pitch this to your investors, pitch this to your family and friends, even you. Put in your money on this investment and, have a transformed life. So let's look at the next slide. So why these plans will work? The combination of low-risk agricultural investments like the ones we've mentioned, poultry, fishery, or of course we know that piggery is low risk. Fishery, low risk. Snail farming is low risk business. And the yield, the demand for this agricultural product we just mentioned, for these livestock, are in very, very, very high demand. So I'm sure you don't want to miss this opportunity to, be part of this wonderful investment. So the turnaround is super, super fast. It enables us to provide higher and then average returns within set period. Yes, so it will work. Now, let's look at the investment process and how to get started. In case you have questions, just, write those questions down. Then we'll attend to those questions at the end of the presentation. Now, how to invest with Highbridge Agrovest. Like every investment starts with what? An intention to invest. And for everything we've done is to drive you towards an intention, or giving you an appetite for an intention to invest. Now, to indicate your intention first, you must sign up. Yes, you must sign up. Register on our platform to become part of the investment opportunity. Now, to register on our platform, you can walk into the office, get a hard copy of the form, or you have opportunity to do that online. Going to be giving you, running out the online, registration form, so that you can actually register online, or we send you soft copies of the registration form where you complete and send back to the officers in charge. Now, choose your number 2. You choose your investment scheme. Are you going for the 6 months, which the investment window opens from now to 28th of February? Or are you going for the 9 months, or you're going for 12 months, or you're going for the 18 months? Whichever investment scheme you intend to choose, of course, is open for you. So you indicate that. So step 3, make your investment. You fund your account based on the investment scheme or options you have chosen. Now, step 4, monitor and grow. Now, we will give you opportunity Two, basically, on our websites, we are working on giving an investment calculator where you can see the processes, the stages your investments have gotten to, and down to maturity. Or alternatively, you can call on the office to ask or to, inquire of your investment. Yes. Now, number five, at maturity, you can exit, get your profit at maturity, or you give us an instruction to roll over, that is to circle the investment and continue. Let me give you a typical example. Let's say you chose to go for 12 months with a 50% return ROI. Now, for the 12 months, let's assume you invested a 1 million naira. Now, for the 1 million naira, at the end of 12 months, 50% will be 500,000, right? So it means that your take home will be 1.5. But having given it a consideration and looked at all your options, you decide to, okay, let me roll over. Now, by rolling over, you may choose to roll over either you take profits and reinvest the capital, or you invest both capital and profits, and you choose the next period. Now, this happens to people who had invested within this window of February and June. You understand? Such opportunity may not happen again even while other people are cashing out. So your investment window is between this February and 30th of June 2025. All right. Look at some of the testimonials we've gotten. Look at Ferdinand Moses. He said investing in hybrid flippers has been one of the best financial decisions I've made. The diversified approach allows me to build my portfolio across different sectors. Understand, that is one of our investors who have benefited from investing with us. Now, we have Mrs. Lillian Omotosho. Now, Mrs. Lillian Omotosho said, we are professionals. Said they are professional companies, professionalism and acknowledge and knowledge have consistently guided us to excellent outcome. That is what we are. We don't just ask you to do investment, we'll guide you. Even as realtors, we guide you. Even as investors, we guide you. Even as clients. So we are always there to hold your hand all along through the journey of your investment. All right, are you now ready to invest? You get started with Highbridge Agrovest today. Be part of a new era of innovative and profitable agricultural investment. Now, reach out to us to learn more or begin your investment journey. You can contact our offices. The information will be sent across to you by showing of your interest. In case you don't know where our office is, you can always come to just go online, Google Highbridge Homes. Google Highbridge Homes to take you there. You will see our properties, and then you will see our addresses and some of the things we do. Even on that portal, you will be given access to Agrovest, where you can see the investment structure there. All right. Thank you. I think we've said enough. So, should you have any questions, concerns, or anything, just you are free to ask this question. So the floor is now yours. So with everything being said, you don't want to miss the opportunity to earn within this investment window with Highbridge Agrovest. So if you have a question, you can put it on the live stream. Okay. Do you have a question? Okay. So I'm waiting. I have my media crew here. I'll wait for them to read out your questions. You know, you can ask about what Highbridge Agrovest is. We'll tell you that is an investment, a profitable investment scheme that offers you dynamic portfolio of investment where you can earn in agriculture, and we further break it down into crop and livestock. And we said our livestock is we're focused on poultry farming, fishery, piggery, and all of that. And we looked at the crops. Everything that is not cash crop is what we do: yam, cassava, palm oil, coconut. No, not coconut now. We turmeric, garlic, and all of that. We said you can trust us because we have professionals who handles them. You can trust us because we are very, 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 very open. You can trust us because we know what we're doing. Even being in partnership with Ministry of Agriculture, you can trust us because there's an insurance cover to your fund. And you can trust us because we offer you an information that guarantees that your investment is safe. And we have processes of cashing out. So you can ask me, how do we take our fund? How do we guarantee that our funds are safe? Yeah, you can ask that question and then I can give you an answer. Is your fund safe? Yes. How so? We give you receipt of payment. We give you deed of contracts, and then we give you a postdated check that carries both your capital and then your ROI at the maturity of your investment. You can either decide to go to the bank, withdraw your fund, and then you can choose to roll over and continue the business with us, or you can even call us and give us an instruction to transfer to your account. So whichever route you want to take, it's very, very fine with us. So we offer such level of flexibility. And we said that we have 4 investment plans. We have 6 months, 25% ROI. We have 9 months, 30% ROI. We have 12 months, 50% ROI. And then we are out 18 months, 75% ROI. Highbridge has been around, and our father told us that we've been around for over a decade, and we have diverse portfolio. And then Highbridge Group has subsidiaries, over 7 different subsidiaries that specializes in a different kind of innovative investment plans, like Highbridge Homes, where we basically focus on landed properties and buildings. We have Highbridge Flip Vest, the one I just introduced to you, livestock and buy to flip. Agrovest, that is the one who has 2 schemes under it, Flip Vest. We have Agrovest and buy to flip. Then we have Highbridge Energy and Tech that focuses on green energy. We have Highbridge Luxury that focuses on high-earned investment plans for high net worth individuals. Then we have Highbridge Agrotech that focuses on importation and provision of tech for agricultural businesses, both local and SMEs, and also for big term farmers. So upload the video clips. Okay, so we're going to be uploading our video clips so that you can have further information about the investment scheme.
In time immemorial, agriculture has proven to be the backbone of civilization. And in this day, technology infused in it, it is a sure pathway to creating wealth. Come closer, guys. Let me walk you through the process of creating wealth. Agrovest is that system designed for individuals to participate in the agricultural sector with their investments so as to generate high returns in the ever-growing agro-allied sector. Under the livestock farming, we have the fish farming, the piggery, snail farming, the poultry, and then on the crop farming, we have the vegetables, the grains, all thriving in the high demand markets and ensuring consistent profitability. Take advantage of this Agrovest Buckle Food Volume 1. Remember, the best time to have planted a tree was 20 years ago, and the next best time is now. In time immemorial.
Great question. With Highbridge Agrovest, you are not just investing. You're securing up to 75% return of sustainable farm-back projects. It's smart, creditable, and tailored to grow your wealth. Let me break it down. 25% return on investment in just 6 months. 30% return on investment in just 9 months, 50% return on investment in just 12 months, 75% return of investment in 18 months. It's all about flexible options that suit your financial goals. That's the best part. You can start with as little as 500,000 naira and watch your money grow while we handle the hard work for you. Because we're built on transparency, sustainability, and proven results. With years of experience, we ensure every kobo works hard to deliver high returns while fostering community growth. It's simple. Just contact us today and we'll guide you step by step to secure your spot. But hurry! This offer is for a limited time only. Great question. With Highbridge Agrovest, you're not just...
Aliko Dangote, Rotimi Williams, Olusegun Obasanjo, Naku Johnston, they both have one thing in common, which is strategic investment. One of which is what? Agricultural investment. And it is needless to know that agriculture remains one of the most stable and profitable investments. See that? With its rising demand for food, land value, and financial security, To this end, I introduce you to Agrovest, an investment initiative powered by Highbridge Flipvest, which is under Highbridge Group. And with as low as 500,000 naira, you get 25% return on investment for 6 months and 30% return on your investment for 9 months, 50% for 12 months, and 75% for 18 months. Guess what? This initiative offers you payment of receipt, deed of contract, and post-dated check, which entails all your payments and return on investment. Why sleep on this amazing offer from Highbridge Group of Companies? Call us today on the numbers displayed on your screen, as your financial freedom is just a call away.
All right, welcome back to the live stream. You've seen the videos, you've seen our clips where we further explain, shortly about the investment. So like I said, you don't want to miss the opportunity to invest now, because now is your best chance. Warren Buffett said the best time to plant was 20 years ago, and the next best time is now. So I'm sure you don't want to miss this opportunity. So go out there, preach this investment plan to your loved ones, take them to your churches, speak to cooperatives, let them come invest in this opportunity, because it's rare and it's one-off. It's not for the faint of hearts, but for people who have courage, for people who want to make money, for people whose desire is to grow, especially whose goal is to really, really make money and break out of their financial limitation this year, 2025. So you don't want to miss the opportunity. Reach out to us, come to our office, give us a call. So we're going to be displaying our phone numbers on the live stream now. So you can call us, reach out, ask questions, and then our team are readily available to respond to your inquiries. So thank you so very much for having us today. Thank you for staying on the live stream for this far. We really, really appreciate you. It's been so nice doing business with you. It's been so good having you as part of the team in extension. So wherever you are, this is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Be careful. Take care of yourself. Watch out for the vehicles you enter. And, be good and be hopeful that everything is going to be all right. Oh yes, everything is going to be all right. So at the point where you are burdened, you are so stressed and you don't know what to do, just touch your chest like this and say, all is well. Then if you can't pronounce it properly, you can say, all is well. All is well. All is well. In those moments of your tension, all is well. Just remember this word. Like the Bible says, say to the righteous man that all is well with him. So you say to yourself, all is well. Even when things look rough, all is well. When your clients are not responding positively, you say all is well, because they will respond positively to you. So thank you so much. We love you from the decks of Highbridge. We hope to see you soon. God bless you. Bye.